Hi Alaya, we're going to try something different here, so hopefully that you'll find this helpful, and you're going to get 3 different videos from me because your paper's opening up in this app that I'm using in 3 different slides. So let's start with your title. Make sure that you capitalize all the important words in your title. So importance and understanding, and although you have to change yourself, you would have to capitalize yourself. But remember, there's no second person. Also, make sure your date is in proper MLA format, and this is your name here, not my name. Put your section number after 097. All right, so let's take a look at the paper. In the world today, that's an introductory element, so you need a comma there. Some people feel that ethnicity is important to know, and some people feel that it is not important. In this sentence, in this line right here, you have a run-on. You need to fix it. For instance, comma, Barbara Ehrenreich, author of Cultural Baggage. You want to capitalize cultural and capitalize baggage. Had asked, okay, you want past tense, asked her children if they had any negative feelings about the way they were raised. They responded none. In this line, you have a run-on. You need to fix it. I disagree with this quote because I feel that people should know about their ethnicity and people should be able to have connections to others. Okay, that's not a bad thesis statement. I would have liked to maybe have one more point, but let's see how your paper goes. I feel that it's good for me to know my identity because I would not like someone to create an identity for me. Okay. Sure, that supports your thesis, so that's okay. For instance, comma, William Armstrong, author of Hyphenated Americans. You need to capitalize hyphenated, and you need to close the quotation marks around the article. States, okay, here's your quote, so you need to have a quotation mark at the beginning, capitalize the L in like, and close your quote after page. Sorry, this is a little messy. I'm sort of writing here with my finger. This is explaining that everyone has an identity, and as people, comma, we are not rival, I think you mean clans here, not rival clans, but humans, whether that being a hyphenated American or not. I feel that it is important to know my identity so that I can understand who I'm. You need to fix that. No contractions, so it's who I am as a person. For instance, comma, I know that I am an, okay, it's not a African American, it's an African American female in college. I feel that it is important to know my identity because it shows me how comfortable I am about my identity. I feel it is good for me know about, you're missing a word here, I feel that it is good for me to know about my identity. Okay, let's see if we can get to the next page here. I'm going to stop this recording and I'm going to record on the next page. Okay, ancestors, because it gives me the knowledge to know more about my ethnicity. For example, comma, William Armstrong, the author of, again, Hyphenated Americans, capitalize the hyphenated, said, and close your quotations right here after Americans, says, comma, capitalize the Y in your American is not my American. Okay, you don't put page, you just put 126. Which Armstrong feels that ethnicity, identities, I think you mean ethnic identities right here, right? Ethnic identities are damage to the nation, probably damaging to the nation, right? To the nation and society, because we can't define people for who they are if they don't know their ethnicity. Okay, aside from what I've circled in here, this, starting at which, this right here is a fragment. You need to fix it. I think knowing your ethnicity, remember no second person, can have a huge impact in your life. For instance, comma, certain traits and hereditary diseases that can be passed down to generations. Okay, this, again, is a fragment. You need to fix it. So from 4 to generations, fix that fragment. Another good thing is to be able to tell someone where you come from and share, you don't need this comma here, and share information as far as heritage, lifestyle, and certain cultural dances. Okay. All right, so far so good. I feel that it is important for me to have connections with others about my identity and ethnicity because it becomes good shared connections. Okay, you're talking about connections, which is plural. Okay, so connections are not an it, connections are they. So connections with others about my identity and ethnicity because they become good shared connections. It's, fix that contraction, good to be able to have talks, events, and socialize with others who share the same values, traditions, and beliefs. Good. For example, comma, James Baldwin, the author of Culture. Okay, again, all your big words here, your major words, have to be capitalized. Okay. This also is a fragment. I don't think you meant to do this, so take the period out. You want to close out your quotations for the article title. Okay, you got a lowercase says, put in a comma, capitalize the W. First, remember the first word of every quote must be capitalized. Okay, close out your quote after others, and don't put page, it's just 72. This is explaining that it would be good to know about yourself. Again, get that second person out of there so that you can connect with others in your society. Rewrite that, omitting the use of second person. Another thing that's good, no contractions, that is good about having connections with what? You need to put a word in there. So having connections with others, having connections with others who share similar backgrounds, whatever it is, put that in there. Is learning other cultures and experiencing new things, being able to see differences and similar. Okay, so learning other cultures and experiencing new things, and then here you have to put in and, okay, and being able to see differences and similarities. Another connection is being able to meet people like yourself. Again, no second person. For instance, comma, I grew up in a family that believes in God. You got to capitalize the G in God. Take out that comma here, you don't need that. And celebrates holidays, but you do need one here, comma, such as Christmas, Thanksgiving, and New Year's. Barbara Ehrenreich, fix the spelling of her name, comma, author of Cultural Baggage, capitalize the C and the B, and then close out your quotation marks for the article name, ask. Okay, it's not ask, but she asks. Okay, asks, let's see, I think I got to go to the next slide. Okay, I'm going to give you this last slide and my last recording. Okay, asked her children if they had any negative feelings about, okay, here's where you got to proofread. Asked her children if they had any negative feelings about how they had any negative feelings about, say, proofread carefully, how they were raised, okay? That also, I think you started with a capital A on the last page. If so, that's not a sentence. You have a fragment, you need to fix it. I don't want you to repeat the quote in here anyway, so let's take all of this out, okay? So you don't need any of it anyway. So you don't want to repeat the quote. You don't want to say exactly what you said in the intro. What you want to do is sort of say, finally, the reasons I disagree with the author's views on ethnic identity or racial identity or whatever you want to say are because, and then your reasons that you've listed throughout the essay. And then you can say, I disagree with the way the author raised her children because her kids did not have any traditions, values, or beliefs to share with others around them. Okay, so that's good. You just want to say, not the quote, but just you disagree with the way the author raised her children. Her children did not get a chance to know about their ethnicity or identity. No, that's not true. They knew their identity, they just didn't know their ethnic identity. So you might want to just say, did not get a chance to know about their ethnicity or religion, because we know from the reading that she did not identify with any religion. I feel that the nation could be a better place if everyone knew, okay, everyone is singular and there is plural, so if everyone knew his or her ethnic background and identity, or let's just say ethnic background, so that people can connect to others better and have that knowledge for their, let's just change this to themselves. Okay. You don't need a comma with this, so I feel that the nation would be a better place if everyone knew his or her ethnic background so that people can connect to others better and have that knowledge for themselves. Okay, this is a good sentence. All right, so you don't have a major overhaul. Go ahead and make those changes. Upload to Safe Assign by tonight. Hopefully this was helpful. I will see you on Monday.